doing?
So I'm going to bet that this off-duty officer did not expect to be pistol whipped, or he wouldn't have given up his back. And so begins the gunfight. Hey guys, retired Lieutenant Todd Heaton here with Humilitas First. This is October 9th, 2025. An off-duty Milwaukee police officer was involved in a minor accident on his way to work. This is his personal vehicle. It's not a squad car. So the unjust criminal aggressor doesn't know this is an off-duty police officer. If you'd like to see the unedited version of this video, which includes the full gunfight, I'll put a link in the description. Humility is a winning way. Part of humility includes the willingness to take the lowest seat, to humble oneself. If I'm this off-duty police officer, well, I'm in my own lane, right? So if this guy comes over and hits me, it's his fault. But here's what I'm thinking. Defensive driving doesn't merely include paying attention to what's happening right here or right here, but rather it includes being aware of what's what further down the road, which is a great analogy for defensively navigating large cities and high crime dangerous areas. You have to see a lot earlier. You have to understand a lot earlier. It's not about being faster, it's about being earlier. Now, in this video, because of the limitations of cameras, you're not going to be able to see it with this still photo. But if you were seated in the driver's seat, you would certainly be able to see that there is a problem in the right lane. There's a bunch of work and cement trucks, along with cones set out that are blocking the right lane, which is why this guy is doing what he's doing. Now, I am going to be thinking, this guy on my right flank is an idiot. I'm thinking, he is going to do the worst possible thing. He's going to bump my car. Well, that's drama that I just don't need. What are my options? I can't really go wide to my left and smash the accelerator to get out in front of him because of this curb and this grassy median. Plus, there's that light pole and the car in front of me that's obstructing my path forward. So that's just not an option. So I'm just going to hit the brakes, thereby avoiding having to schedule a few days to go get the auto body repairs. Also, I still might have to pay my deductible for damage caused by an uninsured driver. I don't know if this guy has insurance or not, but having worked for a city of 100,000 plus, well, I wrote a lot of tickets for no insurance. So there's that. Humility is a winning way. The first thing that I'd be concerned about is as this guy gets out of his car, where are his hands? What's he doing with his hands? Most people on the planet are right-handed. So we can see that this guy's left hand and arm is free swinging. But what about the right hand? Well, we see that 90-degree bend in his elbow. Only this off-duty officer could answer the question why he didn't perceive this as a pre-threat indicator to a draw. But this is exactly what it looks like when somebody is reaching into a pocket to obtain a firearm. For my part, well, I'd have a reasonable fear that this guy is reaching for a weapon. To be clear, a firearm. So there is just no way that I'm giving this guy my back. He's either moving off to the side first, or I'm backing up and we're going to go behind my vehicle. Because at this close distance, he's not getting my back. Now, who in their right mind would think that because of a minor crash, the at-fault driver would think it was reasonable to pull out a pistol and smack the other driver in the face with that pistol? Yet, here we are. If he shoots at this point, he's not going to miss. This is what your sight picture looks like at about 1 yard. More on this point coming up, which is just another reason to humble yourself early. Just hit the brakes so that we're not standing out here on the side of the road preparing to go to war because this guy decided to escalate this to an imminent deadly force threat. I want you to think about that in the context of if you happen to have a family member with you. That's all the more reason to humble yourself because guess what? Bad guys, they don't shoot so well, especially at greater distances. Well, our bad guy, he's going to rock a one-handed grip. That tells me he doesn't have a lot of skills or training. And his body It's already beginning to betray him. He's already beginning to blade away, to turn away from this off-duty officer. The officer, because of his training, he has a two-handed grip. He's squared up on his target. Distance, it's going to favor those who have and apply their training, marksmanship, and composure. In this case, when things began to go badly, the officer's composure became more focused, while the bad guy's composure, well, it began to unravel. He's already beginning to move and turn away from the fight. The unjust aggressor, he did not survive this gunfight. Now, I'm going to guesstimate this at 6 or 7 yards, 18 to 21 feet. So what does a sight picture look like at 7 yards, 21 feet? This is what it looks like. You're going to have some skills as it relates to sight alignment. Well, how do you think that's going to go? One-handed while you're moving and turning away from the fight. I'd say there's a decent probability it's going to go about like this one did. But at the end of the day, there are no guarantees on the physical battlefield or the legal battlefield. My suggestion is where you can avoid this, just avoid it. Sometimes it's unavoidable. Then you just have to deal with it.